Hello, first-time homebuyers. I'm glad you stopped in to see me today. And this is going to be a video not just for you, but also anyone that's interested in purchasing a home, even if it's not your first home, because this all will apply to you too. I'm going to talk about a lot of things: the mortgage programs that you have available to you, any possible down payment assistance programs or grants. We're going to cover it all. However, the first thing I want to tell you is that the term first-time homebuyer is really just a marketing term that both lenders and realtors and others in the industry have used for a long time to give you the impression that there's something out there that's just for you as a first-time homebuyer. The reality is that all of these programs are available to anyone, not just first-time homebuyers, with the exception of a couple of grants, again, that I'll talk about later. So that being said, and set that aside for the moment, I also want to say this, that just because you're a first-time home buyer, it doesn't mean that you're going to get approved with really bad credit. There might be a help for you to still get approved, but not because you're a first-time home buyer. I hear that a lot. Well, I have 520 credit, but I'm a first-time home buyer. You don't just get a free pass to getting a mortgage because you're a first-time home buyer. You don't just get zero down because you're a first-time home buyer. So you still have to qualify. And being a first-time home buyer has nothing to do with it. So I'm sorry to say, it's the truth. Okay, so now let's get into mortgage programs. The first thing you need to do before I get into those is, if you're thinking about buying a home, you need to start a conversation with a loan officer. If you need help with that, we can help you. Just visit fhalenders.com, and that's where this whole article that talks about all this will be posted. You might be watching this video on the article. If you're not, just go to fhalenders.com, look at the link in the description and in the first pinned comment. Okay, so on to the mortgage programs that might apply to you as a first-time home buyer. The one that's the most popular for first-time home buyers is an FHA loan, and that's why this article is on FHA lenders. So FHA loans, the reason why they're more popular for first-time home buyers is because they allow for a smaller down payment. If you have a credit score of 580 or higher, your down payment's 3.5%. You can get approved with a score below that all the way down to 500, but your down payment will be 10%. So again, it allows for the smaller down payment. It allows for lower income to qualify for more home. How does that work? Well, FHA guidelines permit debt to income ratios over 50%, whereas conventional loans, for example, do not. FHA loans also allow gifts from relatives. They must be your primary residence though, okay? In some instances, even though you do need a 2-year work history, there are lenders that allow for some small gaps in employment in the event that you were laid off or had a job outage for whatever reason. So the other thing though is that FHA loans will allow you to apply for a mortgage without waiting as long after a bankruptcy. 2 years after a Chapter 7, or if you're in Chapter 13 after you've made 12 on-time Chapter 13 bankruptcy payments, you can apply for an FHA loan. So it's for these reasons why FHA loans are extremely popular with first-time home buyers, and they're also going to come with a low interest rate, which is great. The better your credit score though, the lower your interest rate will be. So the next mortgage we're going to talk about is a USDA loan. Now this is not going to apply to everyone, because USDA loans are mortgages that you can get with zero down, but they are for homes that are located in a geography that the USDA has determined to be a rural area. And so there's a lookup tool on the USDA website, which you can also find in the article that I've linked to below. And that will tell you whether the property you're interested in is located in a rural area. You still do need to have the income. The debt to income ratios are not going to be as forgiving and as high as FHA. And you might find that the lender that you're talking to will require a higher credit score than an FHA loan too. However, so therefore, the only real benefit for the USDA loan at this point is going to be the 0% down. So next, we're going to talk about VA loans. Now, VA loans are a great mortgage program, but they are only going to apply to you if you're active military, a veteran, or the spouse of a veteran. 0% down, and very forgiving on the credit scores, although not every lender will accept a low credit. Some lenders still want mid 600s for a VA loan. We know lenders that'll do this in the mid 500s. So if you are a veteran looking for a VA loan as a first-time home buyer but have poor credit, we can help you with that too. And also, there's no specific a loan limit, whereas in FHA loans you have a maximum loan amount for, by county. That's not the case for VA. We've actually helped someone get a veteran get $1 million loan in California not too long ago. There's no limit. Lenders could impose their own limits on all of these things, whether it's the loan amount, the credit scores, the debt to income ratios. All of those things are really going to in the end be up to the lender, which is why it's important to find the right lender when it comes to these programs. So the final program that we're going to talk about is the one that's most common, which are conventional loans. Most people are going for conventional loans. That's the most popular loan program in the United States. However, not all first-time home buyers will qualify for that. Your debt to income ratio, you're gonna cap it in the low 40s. You're going to want to put down up to 20% if possible. However, it can be done with as low as 5%. And you're going to that's going to be the best option for you if you're able to qualify with good credit scores over 620, and steady income and enough income to qualify under the debt to income ratio requirements for a conventional loan. So those are the first-time homebuyer mortgage programs. Now let's recap. So we've got the first thing that we talked about was that first-time homebuyer programs are really just marketing and not just for first-time homebuyers. There are some down payment assistance programs or grants that you could find locally that could just be for first-time homebuyers, but likely available to everyone. Lenders will offer down payment assistance if your credit score is at least 620. Not all lenders, just a few select ones. We can help you with that. And then we talked about the most popular mortgage programs for first-time home buyers, FHA being the one that most first-time home buyers will go for. If there's anything else that you need or would like to talk about it, you can leave a message in the comments. I will reply pretty quickly. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.